The first part of getting out of a Tinder addiction is accepting and loving yourself.
It's not a Tinder addiction. Why are you always trying to take my phone?
I'm trying to help you. We're having your intervention.
An intervention?
Yeah. I gathered your closest family and friends.
Why do other people at 16 getting a lecture right now? Well,
that's what this is. It's the cycle. It's an intervention.
Recently, I've been noticing that my mom has been going out on dates a lot. Like a lot.
I'm gonna have rope burn and have to explain this on my next date.
It is, yeah, I was gonna say it isn't a random Walsh video. If mom doesn't bring up that she has a date.
I mean, the culprit behind this, Bumble, Tinder, Grindr, Farmers Lonely Only, Jewish People Meet. Oh man. It's like too easy to access people, you know? And there's like some creepy people on these apps. And that's my main concern. I don't want my mom to use these apps too often because I feel like there's f***ing creepy ass people on there. So I seriously think she has an addiction and I want to get to the bottom of it.
What is your opinion on men? There's only one right answer.
They suck.
Yes. And ding ding ding.
They suck. How many Tinder dates have you been on this month?
I don't even know. I counted how many Tinder people I swiped through a day or Bumble. I did 500 last night and it felt like nothing. I literally counted them.
This sounds like a fucking addiction, Mom.
Yeah, it really does.
I think it's a tick. I fall asleep to it. What am I looking for? Like integrity, honesty, just don't be a fucking liar. Can't seem to find all that in just one guy. So it looks like 5 boyfriends make up one. It's not my goal though. It's seriously, it's discouraging.
But so why do you still use Tinder so often then? That's what I'm wondering.
Because I'm hoping for that one time.
Brandon,
Like a needle in a haystack.
You're the only good male I've ever come across. I hated that. You ruined that moment.
So now I feel bad
Why?
confronting you about your Tinder addiction. But I don't feel that bad. I'm still gonna do it. So I started reading up on this government addiction website that I found. Like the first thing that popped up on Google, so I was like, oh, this is probably a credible source. So the first step is confronting them and letting them know that they have an addiction. The first part of getting out of a Tinder addiction is accepting and loving yourself.
It's not a Tinder addiction.
I'm trying to help you.
That's not helping.
No, it's a
That's
problem,
not
Mom.
helping. That's causing
I have you
anxiety.
on the 360 app. I know where you go.
I don't want
You go out with a
to
different
use my
person
phone.
every
She
night.
stays out till men.
Till men.
She stays out till 3 a.m. with strange men.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
But the idea is you don't need them anymore.
For what? I didn't find anybody.
You'll find somebody in person like you're supposed to.
There
It'll be
is
natural.
nobody in person in this town. I'd have to like go to the other side of the world.
What do you
Go to
want?
Spain. I want to get a hot guy, a hot ass guy that doesn't want kids, doesn't want to get married, will treat me kindly, be honest, has integrity, has respect
That
for
doesn't
me.
exist.
I know.
That's in the movies. You need to watch movies like me, and you'll be fine.
I hate the movies and I hate Disney.
I didn't say anything about me.
What?
Disney f***s every little kid up thinking that there's like a special person that's gonna
Okay,
take
that
you.
wasn't Disney for me. That was fan fiction.
The prince would come and take the princess away and they would live what?
Yeah, and then he fucking
Happily ever
destroys
after.
the princess with his stupid ego.
What fairy tale was that? Seriously, did I miss something? Mine were all happy endings.
Yeah, that doesn't exist in real life.
Happily ever after the end.
So it's clear that my mom is delusional, and this didn't help her at all. This website is bullshit, and it's not working. But it's a government website, so I should probably trust it as credible, and this is the second step. You need to gather all the closest friends and family, and hopefully it like scares the addiction out of them, or like shocks the addiction out of them. I think mom's addicted to Tinder, so I want to have a Tinder intervention.
Doesn't she use Bumble?
Oh.
Here. Shh.
What?
Tinderella. Tinderella.
Cinderella. Jesus, what's wrong with you? Looking a little green there.
Okay, I'm in. Let's do the intervention.
Now that I got everyone on board for the intervention, I got to get my mom out of the house so we can basically ambush her when she comes back. Luckily, she was going on a date.
Who? Why
Just
are you trying to push me down the steps? I'll be back on Sunday evening.
Oh, you're going away for an entire weekend for a Tinder person.
It's not a Tinder person. It was Bumble.
Oh, is it? Because there's a big difference.
I've been talking to her for 1 month. That's a long time.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Be a murderer.
You better be careful.
I will. What do you think is gonna happen
Do you have
to
your
me?
pepper spray with you?
No,
on your
I have my
keychain?
fingernails. I don't need anything.
Okay, be careful, Jen.
Well,
Now it is time to begin. This is the first ever Walsh family intervention. Okay, so I've gathered all the closest family members and friends to our kitchen. My mom's coming back from a date, and yeah, we're gonna confront her. So.
How long is this gonna take?
I don't have any things on camera.
Right?
She's here.
That room looks like shit. You guys playing Duck Duck Goose? Yeah, that kind of was weird.
I gathered your closest
Why are you
family.
looking like that? Wait! I don't know. Like, you have a creepy smile.
We're having your intervention.
Intervention?
Yeah.
This is stupid.
I gathered your closest family and friends,
Corey,
and we're gonna talk about your Tinder addiction.
is this your idea?
No.
This is we would
I don't need
we would be
Tinder.
doing this even if we weren't filming.
I don't need
Tinder invention. It's
Tinder
intervention.
Say it. Try to say it yourself.
Tindervention.
Tindervention.
So you combine the two and it's Tindervention.
Twister.
It's a Tindervention.
Intervention. This is what's gonna happen at the end of this video. You're all gonna have
Come up,
this
Jen.
by the time I leave. That's what's gonna happen. It's backfiring
You're
on all of
crazy.
you.
I'm here because I thought you were going to show me how to
YouTuber.
do
This is how Brandon
Tinder.
feels.
See, there you go. +1. Got him.
Pop-Up, what are you doing? We're here to get my mom off Tinder. I don't want to also see weird old ladies. I know you're looking for a sugar mama, but I don't think 90-year-old women use Tinder. So
go
the
now?
first step, no.
I'm gonna be late.
The first step is confronting your
For a
addiction.
party.
Yeah, we're gonna say step 1 is confronting them. So we need to make sure that my mom is aware that she has a Tinder addiction, which it's pretty obvious. Where'd you just get back from? Where'd you just get back
I
from?
was out on a
Where did you just
I
get
went
back
to
from
see-
for the
what?
weekend? Where did you get back from for the whole entire weekend?
A Tinder date? It wasn't a
A
date.
weekend-long Tinder date.
That is not a date.
She drove 2 hours for a Tinder date for the entire weekend.
It is not a date.
What was it then?
Sort of my boyfriend.
Where did you meet him from?
Bumble. Not
Oh.
Tinder.
We're never gonna make it through with all these interruptions. Can everybody just be quiet for a second?
the only
Mom,
person who can talk is the person who
Brandon.
do you admit that you have an addiction?
Brandon.
Do you admit that you have
No,
an addiction?
I don't.
Do you know anyone else who swipes 500 Tinder people per day?
Yes, my friends.
Who? Maybe they're all addicts. So what we're gonna do?
I'm gonna do a shot of tequila. It's up on the fridge.
Mom, it's
Oh my
literally
God.
3 in the afternoon.
I'm going.
That's
to...
the next venture.
That's an actual addiction.
Give us your phone. We're deleting Tinder.
You're not touching my phone.
I thought you have a boyfriend. Why do you need Tinder if you have a boyfriend?
Because I'm not sure yet.
He didn't ask her yet.
We're in the getting to know each other stage.
It doesn't make him your
Are you still using Tinder?
You have to keep your
He
options
used
open.
Bumble on a date. We were out, and I saw the yellow, and I was like, oh, are you on Bumble? And he was like, I was just answering. I'm like, it's fine. It's fine if you are, but then, like, I'm gonna stay on too, so, like, that's...
Step 2.
I'm
Oh
over
my
it.
God.
I'm not getting
Corey,
in the pool. I'm not getting in the pool.
Step 2. What we're gonna do?
I don't
Each
know what
person
it
is gonna explain how the situation has affected them.
Wait,
We're gonna start with Kennedy. Kennedy, explain how Mom's Tinder situation has affected you.
Well, she was gone the entire weekend.
I just love my mom so much. I don't like it when she's away.
That's not Tinder's fault, and it's not Tinder anyway. It was Bumble where I met him, and that's not Bumble's fault.
Yes, it is. You met him on Bumble.
Okay, if I would have met him at a bar and liked him the same way, I still would have gone to more help.
Okay, wait till it gets to me.
Okay, so you were gone the entire weekend. Kennedy gets a little sad when you're gone.
I'm here at Sunday.
You don't
Still
need a
weekend.
man.
You're about to leave.
I don't
leave
need
again.
Nobody needs a man, Kennedy.
I know that better
It
than
just
anyone.
makes everything a little bit. I like that feeling.
Okay, we're gonna move on to your dad.
My question.
Always have to
Jen, I got a
decide what to
question.
say.
And I mean, you need to answer it honestly.
Why is he hearing
Listen.
this? This is so weird.
Why'd you get my dad? That was so weird. And my dad's like all into it and everything. He'll call me and say, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm on a date. He's like, from which one? Tinder or Bumble?
In the whole weekend, I mean, in the honest answer, the whole weekend that you were gone, did you ever go on Tinder once that you were
No.
gone? Not once?
No.
What about Bumble?
No.
Can we get a round of applause?
So you didn't go
No.
on?
No,
Okay.
he did. He did. But I caught him. I did.
Drop him!
No. Because
The
we
standards
didn't.
are low.
I'm gonna reach over there and grab you and remove you from this room. Say one more thing.
Please do. I don't want to be here.
Okay, Deborah,
Well, Jen's Tinder addiction
It's a bad influence on me.
has inspired me to live while I'm young and to meet many new people.
Yeah, so I knew Devorah was a weak link from the start, so this isn't too surprising. Mom, did you brainwash her?
I love it.
She's smart.
I think it's fun.
Devorah rocks because she is on my side. We're just cool. We can talk forever about the guys that we meet. It's really weird because our age difference is like so huge. But interesting how the stories just don't change. It's sad, actually. It's really sad. What does that say about the male species? Nothing personal against anybody.
I think that Jen and I can relate on many boy levels. And I think we have very similar experiences. We like to gossip about boys. No, I think good for her. Get out there, have fun, live life. Date boys, right, Belle? No, she's not allowed to date.
Yeah, we'll talk for hours.
You only say
Devorah, you know
she's
this is an
single
intervention,
because
right?
she wants you.
This is supposed to be helping her. Devorah, you're supporting this situation.
Maybe we need another chair next to Jen.
Yeah, move up there over there.
Intervention has switched. I told you so.
Okay, Claudia.
You told me I would have to think about this.
How has the situation affected your life?
It has not.
No, I honestly just really didn't care at all.
Mom's always been like this. We grew up like this.
If I'm being completely honest.
It's better that mom has it virtual because then she can at least be at home rather than when she goes out.
Seriously, be a hoe. I didn't say it.
Marty, you go next.
What does he have to say?
Jen, it's affected me because you come home at all different times of the late night.
With lipstick smeared on your mouth.
Lipstick smeared everywhere. Your hair all bunched
How is
up.
that affecting you?
Because I have to see you like that. That's the last thing I want to see.
So not true.
And it's true.
You shouldn't be sleeping on the sofa at 2 a.m. anyway.
I'm always up.
Bad thing. What? Everyone does
You mean, are
that.
you telling me that
Supposed to be
image
in the
bothers
bed.
you as Claudia's boyfriend?
Just overall in general, I'm never expecting to see her mom come home looking like she just had a
Never
wild
saw
night.
Mom, I've seen it probably 5 times in the last 5 months.
Yeah, you do come home later than we do.
Do we need to recall the soup incident?
The soup incident?
Soup? What soup incident? How am I supposed to remember everything?
skipping all
People
these
were
lines.
coming all at me from all angles. I couldn't keep up with that. That's why I needed this interview so I could defend myself, for God's sake. It's not that funny.
Said he had to wrestle and spit it out of her hand while she was trying to eat it after making out with some Tinder date.
See? Truth hurts.
Well, I've got a question though. A lot of times you're complaining that you don't have time to do anything. Your time is all taken up.
Now you sound like one of my other Tinder.
You say you don't have time to do anything, but if you minused out the 40 hours a week on Tinder, you have
Why do I feel like I'm 16 getting a lecture right now?
Well, it's
Because that's what this is. It's an intervention.
Because you sneak out and you come back at 2 a.m. with lipstick all over your face.
I don't sneak out. I say goodbye to everybody. I don't sneak.
I know when she leaves because perfume chokes me in my bed.
Sometimes I'm going out with my girlfriends, by the way. It's not always a date.
Did you meet them on Tinder?
And later, no.
Bumble
No,
best
there's
friends.
Bumble best friends, and there's
Yeah.
Bumble business too. And yes, I switch between them sometimes.
You get all uses of the app.
Do you pay for the app?
No, it's free.
Yeah, she has the premium membership.
It's gotten so much in my head that when I actually go to certain places, I don't know if you do this, but I'll like look at people and be like, swipe left, swipe left,
Wait,
swipe left.
you do this
all
in real
over
life?
people's heads.
Addiction can lead to hallucination. See that? She's going through withdrawal. This is a lot worse than I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do that.
I do it so
BuzzFeed.
much that I see people, like if there's a crowd, I'll just be looking at people, be like, swipe left.
I think that's like a legitimate sign of addiction.
Swipe right.
Yeah, that's a sign.
No, I even said to like, when I was hanging out with Ben, I said, look, I said it's like everything's like, it's like Tinder and Bumble out here. The problem is, you don't have any background on any of them. So you're just like looking at people, at least with the internet, you can see like,
So I'm just
if they're
concerned.
intelligent,
I'm just concerned
if they
about
can speak
listen,
sentences.
listen, I'm just concerned about your safety.
You're not concerned.
That's-
You just need a new video. He is not concerned about me at all.
What happens when you meet them out and they don't look anything like their picture?
it doesn't. That has happened, but
Facetune.
but I don't do that because if I can't prove them on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, looking up their last name, doing a background check, I'm not going.
You don't do background checks.
Sometimes I have.
No.
I don't know what she was saying. She has never done a background check on a man because they cost money and she would never spend money on something like that.
What are you talking about? They're free.
Definitely not free.
They are too. You look
They're-
them up on the judicial system. What are you
100%
talking
that's
about?
That's not even a real background check.
You can still find things and files on
It's
people.
not a real background check. I'm not saying it's bad to use Tinder. I'm saying that it's bad to like swipe 500
It's
people
not.
away.
It's not bad to
I just
swipe
don't want you to go out
500
somebody.
people. Oh, look, I have a message.
A new match.
I don't like mom. Really, mom? That's like exactly what I'm talking about. Like perfect example.
I can get a match anytime. I can get a match now if I look at it. It depends. I'm always getting a match. It's part of my life. It's not that I'm addicted. It's just entertainment. It makes me hopeful. Maybe I'll meet somebody. Maybe I'll meet my Prince Charming one day. I mean, probably not, but hey, you know what? If you can visualize it, it can happen. Right?
Okay, so mom, the next step is for us to offer you help as a family. So
You don't need help.
we're asking you to remove all dating apps from your phone for a full week, so you can detox from Tinder.
You have a better chance of making her jump off a cliff.
Tinder is one of the few things in my mother's life that brings her joy, so I highly doubt she will ever give it up. Even if she finds another man and is married, she'll probably still use it for fun.
I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to give up Tinder or Bumble or anything just because you guys want me to for a video. Not doing it. If it wasn't for the video, none of you would care. Maybe Kennedy. She might care because I go out sometimes, like too much. But nobody else would give a shit. So I will never go off of it. Well, until I find the one that has everything. So it's probably never. I'll probably always stay on it.
Let's make this clear. You're not touching my phone.
Let her do what makes her happy.
Thank
Brandon,
you.
when she's
Wow,
sleeping,
really?
just put her phone
Do I
This is an
actually
intervention.
support?
I don't care.
No, I think they all
I think
start
this is
looking alike.
backfiring. First it was Devora, then it was my grandfather. Now it's Kennedy betraying me. Of all people, Kennedy. My own sister betraying me. So this is taking a turn for the worse. This is completely going to shit.
This is going nowhere.
This is a shitty support system.
A good support system would let her do whatever makes her happy. You're bitter and angry.
You're supporting
You're
her. You just complained for 30 minutes about her addiction. You psycho. We're gonna cut it off now. Okay, I said we were cutting it off, but I have one more tactic to try to get to my mom before we end this thing. Well,
Oh well, I tried. Can I go now?
Alright, this video is done. And
No.
we're done. We're done.
Okay.
I have a problem. I have so many.
Corey, last message, you set boundaries.
Go to the
Jen,
pool.
if you refuse the detox, we'll be forced to take your phone away and delete the apps entirely. Leave your phone.
Go
We're
away.
not letting you leave.
Let me leave.
Thank you. Let
Not a
me
chance to
You
leave.
leave.
care about us or what we have to say, so let's let her leave. You just want to abandon us again.
Do you want to lose your
How
support
could you do
system
this to
forever?
us?
You'll find more dates.
So pathetic. It's entertainment.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So dumb. I want to go to Barney. Can I leave
Okay,
now?
go.
Thank you.
Oh, final thoughts. Wow. Another failed video. This is the first and probably last intervention that I'm ever going to be a part of
What was your goal?
to get you off Tinder.
Oh yeah, you failed big time. Big time. If you wanted to make me feel confused, frustrated, and annoyed, you did good.
If someone has an addiction, let them figure it out for themselves. I don't know. Okay, I'm done. Shame. I give up. There's no helping you. Can we get a round of applause for Jen's
Hey,
intervention?
Jen.
Good job, Jen. You're making a step forward in life. I'm proud of you.
Wild child right here. Help.
And mommy.
I'm giving the family a psychopath quiz because I have reason to believe that there is a psychopath in this family.
Your dad. Totally. Dad.
I don't see the point in feeling sorry for other people and have no desire to help others.
Yay me, fuck you.
This is great.
get me set up on Tinder.
Doesn't make you cry.
What is happening? Stop spreading your wildfire.
Well, we need to get some pictures of you.
Oh God. Get out.
You don't care
really
about
don't
it.
wanna go to
You don't care about your children.
He wouldn't have to.
Never do that.